So I got the unique opportunity to meet up with Eric from Firearm Tutorials, and we realized that we don't live too far apart from each other now. So we went shooting at his preferred range, and it's a very nice range. I like it a lot. We both brought things that the other didn't have, and I'm very thankful to him because he allowed me to shoot things, both setups I'd like to have and things I would not have fired otherwise. I also learned a lot from him. He's a very knowledgeable guy, and he's a very laid back, wanting to have fun kind of guy. But with that said, he's also a guy you're very comfortable shooting around because he's safe. Having shot with a few people now, and some people that are like, hey, I know you from YouTube, you mind shooting? I'm like, yeah, man. And they're horrible to shoot with because they're not safe, or they'll muzzle you or whatever. I not only felt comfortable with him as a person, but as a shooter, and that's really rare. He's also a very knowledgeable guy, and I feel like his knowledge base is different than mine in a lot of respects. And he taught me a lot, which was good. And that's just in one interaction. I mean, we text back and forth too. Genuinely a good guy. And I've been very lucky with a lot of my experiences. You know, I'd say more favorable than not. And I'm very happy to have, you know, finally met him in person, had a really, really good range day. And it was more of a we brought everything sort of deal. And I definitely kicked it off wrong though, because I was at least an hour late. And I hate being late. Oh man, I felt so terrible. But he got there a lot quicker than I did. And I thought I had more time or so. I don't know what went wrong. I have no excuse for being late. The traffic was not great around my area going to his, but still, I should have been there sooner. So next time we hang out, I'm going to leave a lot earlier. But he gave me opportunities to shoot things that I never would have been able to shoot otherwise, and I'm very, very thankful for that experience and opportunity. So I just wanted to, you know, I really narrowed down the shooting footage, and I've really cut this down. This is like my third time getting into it because I broke every segment down, and it was just a lot of talking. So that was going to be like a 35-minute video. So we're not doing that. I will say he had some stuff that I really enjoyed. I liked how his MP5 was set up. I actually like it with the A2 stock. I thought I wouldn't, but I fired it in both configurations, and he has them set up perfectly. You know, a low mount with a Aimpoint T1, I think, or T2. Perfect setup. Same thing with the UMP 45. Wonderful gun to shoot. Definitely has a super heavy trigger, but once you get used to it, it's fine. And it gives you like a kind of a thud push. Recoil in shooting the MP5 versus the UMP 45 is night and day, quite frankly. The MP5 variants are a blast to shoot, and I'm absolutely getting one. But it was just genuinely a nice experience. I got to shoot his USP9 SD, he shot mine. He has some mods done to his that I'm gonna adapt. Mostly the grip panels, and he had some of the same material cut and put here, which was nice. Additionally, he let me run this suppress, which I have never done, and this suppress, which I have never done, and they were both great guns to shoot suppress. He also has a whole bunch of Noveskis. I think of all the ones that he brought, my favorite were, he has a 14.5 300 Blackout that just shot so well. I did not expect to like it as much as I did. It shot beautifully. And he also has a Noveske 10.5, and I hate 10.5s. This is the only 10.5 I've fired that was any good, and it was so smooth, even with a suppressor on it. I don't know what Noveske's doing, but that 10.5 they have is the only one I've liked so far, and I've fired a lot of them. He's also a magician or wizard or something with how he loads his hand loads. They are incredible. Once again, my MR556 stole the show when we went to the rifle range. We were both shooting the lights out with it. I think both of us missed once, ever. And the MR762 shot well. I also was able to stretch all my guns out to 300 yards consistently, which was nice. And even the Knights, the SR16, I was able to use the P4XI at 300 yards, but I'll get into that when I do that video. He has a Ruger Precision, which I didn't expect to like. I was looking at one, I haven't really messed with one too much, but being able to fire one with his 308 rounds, they were 168s also, and he had a primary arms 1-8 platinum on top of it. Was a very, very smooth setup. Put the suppressor on it and it was just a joy to shoot. So I'm definitely getting one of those as well. The trigger on that thing is insane and the bolt throw is very, very nice. So probably the only Ruger I'll own other than a 22, but I really genuinely enjoyed that rifle. It's a very pleasant rifle to shoot. It was the 22-inch barrel variant, I think, but just super nice gun to shoot. We both had a good time and I would definitely shoot with him again. I'd run drills with him. Very nice and genuine guy, and it's nice in this day and age where there's so many shitty people out there and there's so many people just looking to dog on people or drag them or just, you know, try to be better than them instead of, you know, bringing each other up. I'll say that I genuinely had a good time shooting with him. Check out his YouTube channel, it's Firearm Tutorials. He also has a website, firearmtutorials.com. Go ahead and drive by those, and I'm sure you'll be seeing more of us shooting together in the future, and I look forward to it.
It's so quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I might, like... Heavy trigger. Can I shoot that one with this? Yeah, yeah. Really fast.
Definitely are.
.97.
You got it.
1.09. 0.93. I think that was 5 there.
That was 5.
Yeah, 0.91. That was 6. You missed one. 1.09. I think that's the same one I got.
Yep.
127.
Yep.
5.91.
Huh.
Not bad.
No.
A little bit of thump, but not what I was expecting. That one's got a nice ding to it.
Yeah. Well, you definitely know how to run yours.
Yeah. Okay. It's got more bite to it. Huh.
You're grouping just as tight with it.
Yep. Wow, that's really nice.
I have it 0 to 50 yards, and then it stretches out to
Isn't that crazy?
I think you've succeeded in